Hi everyone, today we are going to be reading Somebody Swallow Stanley by Sarah Roberts and illustrated by Hannah Peck. What do you think Stanley might be? Could it be a jellyfish or something else? Stanley waved into the sea with a flash and a flash. Perhaps he one of us, thought the other jellyfish. But his strips were too straight and his tentacle too few. He just floated in the sea, not sure what to do. You see, Stanley was no ordinary jellyfish. Oh, Stanley looked like a jellyfish, doesn't he? But is he really a jellyfish? Then something terrible happened. Somebody swallowed Stanley. But who could it be? Her tongue was raw as banasco. Her mouth vast as a cave. As she hummed her low song, Stanley tried to be brave. So, who has swallowed Stanley? The rib just stopped singing as Stanley slid down her slimy throat. She coughed and she floated and then, whoa! With a rush and a number, steam burst from her throat. A whale had swallowed Stanley, but now he was out. What do you think will happen next? Stanley dropped with a flash back into the sea, where he popped along gently, calm and carefree. Until something terrible happened. Somebody swallowed Stanley. But who could it be? With a sharp yellow back and a small beady eyes, the rapture flapped his wings and rose up to the sky. But who has swallowed Stanley? He pecked, and they snapped, and he snapped, but Stanley wouldn't go down. More ruptures fell over, first 2 and then 3. In all the flapping and walking, they let Stanley be. Sylph has swallowed Stanley, but now he's worthy. Poor old Stanley was ripped up, roughy and torn. He sank, and he sank, and he sank down some more. But something terrible happened before he reached the sea floor. Somebody swallowed Stanley again. But who could it be? Look, somebody. What is that? Her park door chef flippers skimmed the seabed, and she had a beautiful shell and a small queenly head. So who had swallowed Stanley? Can you guess? She gasped, and she floated, then stopped to drop too. But Stanley was stuck with the much he could do. A turtle had swallowed Stanley. The ribs were clear and swam quickly to shore. With Stanley stuck in her throat, she couldn't breathe anymore. Oh, how sad. The turtle closed her eyes and lay down in the sand. But then Stanley heard footsteps. Help was at hand. A kindly boy on the beach came and struck Stanley free. But then Stanley heard flaccid bat doesn't belong in the ocean blue. Rip just think you are a jellyfish and swallow you. Now, with a rope and a wrench, he makes something new. A kite flying high in the air. Stanley shot to and fro, safe from the sea and all the riches below. Thanks for listening the story. Why do you think the sea rippers tried to eat Stanley? Stanley is actually a flaccid bat. So, what can we do to help sea rippers and keep our ocean clean?